Alright. Sorry about the second delay. Because we had slow thing there and then was gone for another like 20 minutes longer than I thought I would be. I had everything mostly set up and then I'll give it a moment because this is kind of interesting from what I can talk about. So I want to wait for Popcrock, or not Popcrock. I want for Stream to go in there because I was talking with Popcrock a little bit. Mostly because of the fact he went in there and dragged me in for a 20-minute long conversation. So we'll take the extra like 500k I got from, or like 100k from Survivor, and I got like 500k from Killer. So I'm not gonna complain about that. It's pretty good. And so we're gonna put some points on Nemesis in the meantime. I would have liked good fortification. Could have had that then. Damn, the game really said no. Understandable, have a nice day. Let me at least knock this one out. There we go. Again, sorry, I'm gonna keep things a little slow for a moment, not just because I'm not feeling the greatest, but also just it makes the most sense here right now. Okay, I at least got that one done. Oh, I should have gotten that one first because I get Marvin's blood out of it. But yeah, I do apologize. I mean, I'm gonna be doing something else for Saturday, so I'm like, whatever, I'll play some DVD. So I was gonna play something, I was gonna play Resident Evil 3. And then I'm like, no, I don't have anything else to do in that game. And I'm not just gonna go play over the entire story again because that's stupid. If I've already done the one playthrough already. I'm not saying I can't, but like, you know, if I'm only replaying it for the purposes of trying to improve my time, y'all have already seen everything. I don't think it's particularly interesting to watch me go over and try to beat my time if I'm not like speed running it or I'm not doing something differently. And the most I'd have is an infinite ammo pistol. I don't think an infinite ammo pistol is enough to justify going ahead and playing the entirety of Resident Evil 3 over again on stream. Off stream, sure. Off stream, we're fine. Like, we take that. That's fine. But on stream, nah. I can't justify it on stream. I don't think that's entertaining enough. And by that logic, I don't think that's fair to y'all. So, we aren't doing that today. Then I was considering playing Pokemon Champions, but I'm like, I gotta go ahead and make sure my emulator's working properly for it then, and that's a pain in the butt sometimes, and I also just didn't feel like it right now, just doing a bunch of challenges. We did have a reset happen for season, but like, I just don't. Wow, 4 minutes, Jesus. I should have been yapping right now. I mean, we still got time. I'm still gonna be yapping for a bit. Put some points into some other characters in the meantime. Did I get points in Legion yet? I did. Did I just get all the points on Nemesis already? Or did they just... No, I already did. That's why. To be fair, I did get Legion before I got Larry. So... no matter. I do want some more... Discordance is really nice, so I want to go for that or Dredge. Alternatively, I could just save my blood points. Which isn't the worst idea, honestly. Hag I should probably put some more points into. Not because I think she's amazing or anything, but more because the fact that I think she just needs the BP on her. So that way I can start slapping her up a little. Get a little bit extra points. Again, I don't really feel the need to play Hag. Like, she's a killer that, for the most part, has gotten left behind in the game. So, like, me not playing her, I don't really feel anything towards. Positive, negative, whatever. Honestly, you know what? I will get myself, like, 30 points. Or 20. We'll just 20. We'll get her to Prestige too. That is gonna put me under 1 million, but, like, do I care? No. Look, let's talk reasonability here. If we're talking Hag right here, I'm gonna be getting, oh, I'm gonna be getting up there. But, like, we're doing enough matches that I think I can easily get, especially with all of the bonus cakes that are gonna be running around, easily 1 million plus today. And then at that point, we're gonna be chilling. But yeah, anyway, so let me yap a little bit while we're here. Not on Hag with her gurgled mouth breathing. She sounds like me when I'm sick and congested. Trying to sleep. Which is funny, but I digress. So yeah, so I was gonna be on a little bit sooner, and Papa Croc wanted to talk to me for like 20 minutes while I'm getting myself taken care of and prepared for stream. And don't go, it was really interesting stuff. Like, he was talking about a whole conflict that happened. I can't be more specific, unfortunately, and you'll understand why in a moment. But just bear in mind that I wish I could be more specific, and I would specify it down to the, like what he basically said, down to the name of it and a few other things there. But he's talking about, you know, like this conflict, this incident that happened in the past because of something that Grandpa Croc had said at one point or another to Papa Croc at one point, involving one of my family members over here and some other people talking what Grandpa Croc basically described as gibberish at the end of the day. We're in match. Well, not yet match yet, but we're close enough. This looks like solo queue on all of them. Maybe these two are in together, but that's about it. Like, these two are definitely solo queue. Because I don't think they were close enough in joining speed. Like, these two were closer than these two were. Like, unless we had a really slow 3-group, 4-group, I think it's either all by themselves or 2 together, 2 by themselves. So that shouldn't be terrible to deal with. Anyway, so he's talking about conflict that happened, and talk about how people speak in a different language, and basically sound like gibberish, and we kind of figured out and looked at it and I go, yeah, that's probably because they were from X area at some point, and because of borders in the past, that was this place, like X place was Y place at the time. And again, I can't specify. Ooh, Screech Cobbler. Not as much. I don't know why you would use that over this, because then it's literally better, unless you ran out. But anyway, so as I was saying, so I'm getting distracted left, right, and center. But it's one of those things that, like, for context, again, I can't really explain it further. I have a very unique last name, to the point where if you knew what my first name was and you knew what my last name was, I say this ironically, considering it's like if I wasn't a VTuber, you'd probably know my name right now, and I'd be specifying the exact conflict and everything. But it is one of those things of hindsight 2020 of being a VTuber versus not. Though to be fair, I kind of prefer being a VTuber for the anonymity's sake. And This is one of those things that, like, I don't have a very common last name. I have a very specific last name. Like, if you knew my first name... No, either? Okay. But, like, I have a very specific last name to the point where if you were to go ahead and... like, search my name up, I would be the only result out there. Like, that's how confident I am when I say that. Like... Okay, that's really not gonna help you. I'm just gonna punch you to ensure that you go down. Okay, I'm just gonna go after you. Yeah, saw that coming a mile away. And she got infected in the process, that's awesome. Like, that's awesome. Okay, I'm gonna try and use my poison bottles a little bit more. I have them. I should use them. Okay, if she's gonna sit there, I'm actually gonna go down her. Because it's just smarter too. Because that puts her on second hook. Fortunately, that means the other one might be close by healing. Yep. That's fine. That's honestly fine. Like, we have one person on death hook already. They've got a huge amount of pressure. Like, they're really in a bad spot. Yep, I got that, so if they... So I'm at tier 2, you know, tier 3 would be awesome, but... Poison that again. Okay, she gets rid of Shack Pallet, honestly, that's fine. Am I out of poison bottles? I am, you've got to be kidding me. Worst time to be. Okay, I got some time to play with you. Not much longer, though. I will... Okay, you want to go ahead and play really dumb, I'm going to kill you. Your time has come. Like, oh no, she's got really strong pallets right here. Not like I can't just play around it still. And again, I will just focus this girl down at this point. I really don't have a reason not to. And if they want to bitch and complain, I'm gonna ask them if there's a point to it. No, I don't want to. I actually lost some distance because of that. God, I want my kill. Though ideally, I will take it down on anyone at this point. Excellent snipe. Thank you. I thought so with the Sable, the Weaving Spiders. That makes sense. So why else would you be running Gnome either unless you want to challenge or like you're doing David's Adept? But why would you be doing it on Sable of all people? Alright, so he's got full wide open throttle. We know that with this guy now. Yeah, that's not gonna help you, pal. Like, most it's gonna do is buy you a... That will help you, though. You're getting stuck on that. Thank you. You jumped that, you're cooked. That would have been really funny if the zombie got him. Okay, I want to make sure we're still resting. Alright, this is the part where I need to, that Elodie is going to be alive there. I can be putting a lot more pressure on them. I need to start focusing more. Oh nice, there's all three of them. I'm gonna go around this side because that gives me a lot more pressure. And I don't even need to whip Sable. I'm not gonna bother whipping Sable. I'm just going to punch her because it's way easier to. So now 2 of them are hooked. One of them's over there. Oh, and the one that I want to kill is right over here too. Thanks, made 2-3. Nice. That meal isn't going to help you. So I'm just going to do that. In fact, you're trying to go ahead and body block me. Wow, poison is not going to be good there. And you're down. Where the hell did you go? Okay. Is that like conviction or something? Is that like plot twist conviction? Yeah, no, you are not getting away. Okay. Are you serious? You get the tiniest smidgen. Yeah, these two are definitely in a group together. It is way too specific for them not to be. Because she's really aggressively trying to defend her teammate, more than like random people would. Like there's defending your teammate because they're dying, but then there's very aggressively defending your friend because they're on death hook. Yeah, unfortunately for you. I need to just focus the girl down. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I need to remind myself to focus the girl down. Hello. Oh, we're doing our first match of the day with Nemesis. I've been doing really well with Nemesis. Like, I was doing it Saturday. I got every single one of my matches at least to a draw, if not a straight win, and only 2 of my matches were draws. Alright, I got my first kill. Not as quick. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I was gonna say, I've been getting a lot of 4 kills. Like, this match has been really sloppy, all things considered, actually. Like, I should have gained that first kill way sooner. But it'll be fine. I got 1 person on death hook. We have 1 person right no mither with the weaving spiders. Like, I'm not too worried. Ooh, I'm surprised that went ahead and... Oh god, that lag because of the thing there. I don't like the thing. Alright, toss that down. Okay, so then she has limited areas that she can go. Alright, we go after her. I have a spirit poison bottle. I can get over to her. Oh, you think you're slick, don't ya? No, you're not. You are not. You want to go ahead? I mean, I'll take a hook on you. Put another one down. And that's a double kill right there. Double down. Now the question is, do I go after... You know, I'm gonna take at least a 3 kill here. I don't really care enough. I will just hook her if they off themselves, if she offs herself to try to give Alan Wake a chance. It's whatever. Oh, never mind. I have intel on where they both are now. Oh, brought them down. Alright, we punch Sable. Again, we don't even need to, because she's no mither. We don't even bother with that. We're gonna kick this for... Would a hide value right here? No, no one. And, oh, found him. Now we want to hook him first. See, it wasn't breakable. That's fine. This was very laggy anyway in this spot, which is very good for him. Okay. Let me just follow you. Just stay on top of you. Like, 3 seconds is not gonna help you, my dude. Especially when I can just snipe you like that. I've been getting really good at throwing these bottles. Yep, you doomed yourself. Alright, we go over to Sable now. Unless he has Unbreakable too. Not here. Oh, she's all the way over here. I do lose my poison bottles, but the fact that I've been winning pretty consistently without them is going to be enough for me. Now, unfortunately, I don't have the whip. Oh, I should have actually stayed into that a little bit more. If I committed to it a little bit more rather than trying to turn. No, I don't think he has it. It's one of those things, Poison Ball would have been great here, but she's going to be out of pallets even with the pasta. Again, this is one of those things, no mither ain't gonna help you here. And down she goes! Alright, stage. Oh, would you look at that? They're really close together. I knew he was roughly in the place somewhere, but... Also, I just noticed for some reason that my thing says you followed, but... Which I appreciate, thank you, by the way. For some reason, it didn't send the notification. To be fair, I know Twitch has been having some issues with that recently. With the, not Twitch, the, one of my things. Let me go double check it real quick. Maybe I just need to restart it and sign back in. Let me check to see if it's actually... Let me do a quick test one. Cause I was gonna say, if it's having issues there, that'll be... I'll set that in my browser source. Give me a second. So I wonder if there... Okay, yeah, it is popping that properly. I guess just to be fair, maybe it had some small issue there. I don't know. Again, thank you for the follow. I want to at least acknowledge it. And I feel bad because it didn't pop up on the actual screen. I had to get a notification on my end on my phone. Oh, hey, you got a new follower. So out of curiosity, who do you play? Out of curiosity, do you tend to play Survivor more, Killer more? I would say I generally do play Killer more, but I play... Ah, you're Sable. Okay, fair enough. I can respect it. I have a friend who plays Sable exclusive with me with the intent to annoy me because he picks out some of her more skimpy pieces because he knows it angers me. Not necessarily angers me, but because it gets on my nerves. Like I want to throttle the bastard. But I do play some Survivor too. I'm usually a mix of like David and Quan are my go-tos. Let's tell you though, I will say if you haven't gotten a whole bunch of your adepts, honestly, really good time to. You got 2 more days. I've gone ahead. Let me give you a list of every single one that I've gotten on stream. Because, let me tell you, it's a really good time. So for context, prior to this, I had only Yunjin and Quan's adepts. This event alone, I got David's. Technically, I got Lori's. The achievement's been removed because Lori's no longer available, but I do have Lori's adept. Bill's, Rebecca's, Quentin's, Ace's, Adam's, Dwight's, V's, and Nia's. All that just in this event. Which, for context, is more than I have killer adepts in total. Chucky's a fun one, I will say. Though Chucky, when I'm playing against him, oh god, I feel like a paranoid schizophrenic. 2v8, having Chucky as a teammate, though, you feel great. But if I'm facing Chucky in 2v8 or standard, or especially Tiffany as well, where she's a lot quieter than Chucky is, all those little footfalls that you see, I feel like a paranoid schizophrenic running around. I'm like, okay, do I see it? Is that actually him? Am I running towards him? Am I in danger? No. Okay, there's another set nearby. They're coming towards me. Should I be afraid? Oh yeah, absolutely. I would definitely. Honestly, I wouldn't be opposed to running some Survivor at some point today too. Since I'm playing by myself, I run Killer. There's basically no reason not to if I'm running Killer, outside of maybe queue times. But it's not like I can't just talk and potentially upgrade some of my Killers if I really need to with the time. Like, it's fine. But I do play a decent amount of Survivor. I don't have nearly as many hours, but I've got like 1/3, half the amount of time that I do on this game is Survivor, and the other half, 2/3 is Killer. Which is a lot more surprising than I thought that I played a lot more Survivor than I thought, because outside of running some adepts off stream a few times, I've never played Killer outside, or I've never played Survivor. Actually, no, to be fair, I have played a lot of 2v8, that's why. I was gonna say, I played a lot of 2v8 where I have to wait, like, 2 to 3 matches of Survivor for Killer. Which, speaking of which, whenever that comes back, oh my god, I am looking forward to that coming back at some point. One of my buddies, we play Ghostface and Wraith together, and it is the Jump Scare Squad. It is so fun. Especially if we get like a map like Larry's or one of the other smaller maps. But Larry's in particular is one that comes to mind for 2v8. Because you have Ghostface constantly cloaked, and you have Wraith cloaked as well, and you never know if they're around the corner, and we can double team really well if it comes down to, or even then, we just have really good pressure. Plus, Wraith being invisible means that he can kick faster, and he's got really good speed for that sort of thing. So we've gotten some, we've lost 1 or 2 matches before pretty badly, but that was just against a group of all things considered. It was a really good squad of survivors on one of the occasions. Then we had one group that was... I felt really bad for one group where we curb stomped. Because it was a streamer and 3 of his buddies that were just trolling the entire match. Like, they weren't unhooking the randoms. And the only thing they were doing was trying to be as big of a nuisance as they could to us. I felt so bad for those randoms. One of them got hatched, at least. One of the randoms. Once we realized it, we just started exclusively focusing down the other thing there. Only stopping to occasionally kick gens, or if one of the other survivors, one of the ones that wasn't dead at this point, one of the 2 other ones. we got him there. Unfortunately, at one point we kind of just grabbed him and hooked him, and no one came to get him, so we had one left, but we at least got him hatch. Because we figured, well, if he's going to get tormented... Oh man, I've had a really good Blight match on this map before. Oh, the map showcase. I had a freaking 4-gen. I had a 5-gen on this. Alright, I'm gonna kick this. Sell. Yeah, as much as I would have loved that tentacle there, I'm going to just... Yeah, she forgets the fact that throwing a pallet makes your hitbox bigger. Yeah, fun fact for you. So throwing a pallet makes your hitbox 20% bigger, roughly. It's a little under. And Nemesis really takes advantage of that. That and the fact that it will prioritize whipping people and damaging them over. I'm gonna move one of these zombies. I don't like the fact that two of them are really close together. That's not necessarily a good thing for me. Okay. Thank you. I know someone's on this generator, so I'm going to interrupt it. I'm going to check these lockers. There might not be anyone on them, but... Okay, there wasn't. I didn't want to take the off chance risk that there was someone in there, and they got free value out of it. Ooh, she's really close, actually. I was using the zombie gambit one that give me the punch whenever I kill a zombie, but I was realizing I was getting less value out of it. Wow, she barely got that hit on me. That's unfortunate. She walks over to it, she gets poisoned. She's got dead hard, okay. Not gonna help her. I'm just gonna punch her as opposed to infecting her first. Okay, for a lot of respect to get some hooks on. It's gonna be more valuable with the hooker because tier 2 is the big important one. Tier 3 is just extra range. Tier 2 allows me to break pallets and walls. That's the important part. That zombie's on that survivor, so they have to deal with that one. Okay, if I had... Okay, she is lithe. We know that with her. Hit this generator. That's actually really good to have done that because Ace was right there. Okay, he wants to try and bait me to... That's not gonna help you, my dude. Okay, thank you. Look, honestly, that was not a good trade on your end while you were injured and I'm right there. And literally right in front of a hook, because now I can just go hunt her down. The only thing I was missing was the ability to immediately poison her. Because if I'd been able to do that... Oh boy, that would have been really bad for you. Move that. Hey, friend. Is that Nia trying to be... Yoink! You greedy little rat! Greedy little rat. I don't think so. Thank you. That's 2 or 3. Oh shoot, I missed that. Yeah, Ace forgets the fact that it's prioritized. Okay. Yeah, nice Ace. Nice. Okay. Like, what were we trying to do there? What was the plan? Okay, they got her back up. That doesn't matter. I at least bought some time for myself. I know where one is. I need to get this one kicked again. Ooh, she got lucky on that one. Oh, finesse. And I also whiffed my attack slightly. Unfortunately, they actually might be able to get a decent amount of people out. Oh. Get out of my way, you little rat. Goodbye. Yeah, this is bad though. Like, this is where I would normally want to be having a lot of people, like having at least one person dead by now. The fact that I don't is a problem. Okay, well, I knew where Ace was. Okay, I'm just gonna go back and kill you. Because at this point, anything goes. Alright. That's actually not gonna help you at all. Wow, they really... Like, they really want to try to preserve their team. Which, again, not bad on their end, but... God, I really wish they lost their meals, though, whenever... Okay, I need to just punch this girl. That's the big thing. I just gotta punch this girl. Alright, it's over for her. We got one kill now. Lock that in. It's right there. My worry is the fact that I know that they've got... Yeah, that gen being worked on potentially. I at least got a kill at this point. Nope. Cease and desist. Alright, get any of them at this point. maximize progress, but you can remove it. Like, thank you again. Definitely. Okay, that zombie's chasing someone. Decisive strike. Okay, wonderful. If I had my poison bottle at my feet, I would use it. I can at least draw this game 100%. And if I was not lagging so much from the thing, I would be amazing. Yeah, I thought he was gonna do that. Goodbye. Decisive strike really saved her ass, though. Okay, they're both going for that exit. I don't know if I can actually get there. No, I should be able to. They got off of it. Alright, I could take the 3 kill on her. If I lose disable, it's whatever. I will take the 3 kill. Honestly, I'm very happy to. That's not gonna help you. Like, you are still dead. Again, this would have been over sooner if you didn't have decisive strike. But I still get 11 hooks. I think Sable gets out. Yeah, Sable gets out. It's whatever. I'm fine with that. I got 3 out of the 4 of them. I got 11 out of 12 hooks. I played really, really well. Especially because this map is a very large map. Lithe, Inner Strength, Deja Vu, Windows, Last Stand, Lithe, Windows, Decisive Strike, Iron Will, Unbreakable, Resilience, Dead Hard, Vigil, Finesse, Potential Energy, Background Player. Yep, Vigil plus Exhaustion perk, why am I not surprised? Not Vigil Sprint Burst though, surprisingly. That I'm more used to seeing. Oh, what is it? Drop pallet counts too. Now let's pump a little bit more points into Hag. I got another 1,000,000 for her I can easily get. Up to... Just get another 50. Done. Alright, not to touch her anymore. I got Ruin and Devour Cope finally. Longest time that they do that. Okay, Nemesis. But yeah, so I was saying, so it's one of those things that, like, family-wise, as I said, very specific last name on my end. Going back on topic from earlier. From before matches. I got 50 models up there, that's good. Another one. But it is just interesting hearing about it because it's like, oh, you know, this is some stuff that's probably related a little bit to, not necessarily to the family, but more just great, or no, was it great-great-grandpa, or was it great-great-great-grandpa? It was one of the two. It was like 2 or 3 greats in there. But, yeah, it was one of the 2 of them, but he said, like, some of the other people that he knew and some of his relatives, going far back, were basically speaking a language whenever they didn't want someone to understand them. Grandpa told Dad that, it was either his grandfather or his dad, actually, no, I was gonna say it was either great-grandfather or great-grandpa. One of the 2. But he'd go ahead See, like, whenever they didn't want him to hear something, they'd start speaking in what he basically described as a bunch of mumbling and babbling, which we think was a different language instead. I mean, obviously it was, but like, you get what I mean. We think we know which one it was. Again, I can't specify because, unfortunately, I have a very specific last name. To the point where if you were to search my name, I am literally the only person in the world. Unless I had, like, a junior. Like, I had a kid, and I had a junior. I am literally the only person in the world with the first and last name. Not even counting middle name, just first and last name. So unfortunately, I can't specify further beyond that. Which is a shame, because I think it's a really interesting little piece of history. Like, I'm sure eventually someone will probably figure out who I am beyond my actual friend. Beyond my actual friends. I'll say that. But, like, beyond my friends who know. A second, sorry, I'm texting for a moment while we're waiting for the load in. So when the guy just asked me something. It's just one of those things that relates to Saturday plans, because he's asking something right now about that. Which obviously, considering I want to ideally try to either do Phasmo or ideally Tabletop Simulator this weekend. I need to confirm with that. For context, on the Discord, sorry, on the Discord, there's been a bot problem going around, not just on like not just my Discord, but just in general. I've been seeing a couple other places where there is some of the crypto scams going up there where like an account will pop in and post 1 to 4 images in each channel it immediately has access to. So what I did is I added in a bot killer, like spam and scam bot killer, and I have it right at the top of the messages. So if you join in, and you'll see a thing that's gonna be saying for anyone that's there that, you know, hey, don't message this, you'll be banned immediately, and there's no appeals. And I have it labeled new users because it doesn't seem anything, you know, too sketchy, right? You know, oh, it's a little place to introduce yourself or something like that. No, I have that intentionally. Like, after you get into the server, you get the thing there, but it's just the bots won't be actually seeing it there. They'll see that channel and go, oh, we start with that, because they'll go from the top down in order of whatever channels they have access to. They go into the server because it's probably an automated script, because it's a bunch of, like, it's usually like a word and then some kind of thing there. It's basically just a bunch of gibberish and some numbers. But you can usually tell it's honestly, I would have been glad that we didn't get Trickster's Delusion. I guess something didn't load up properly. Yeah, server didn't count properly on there. What did they have that I was got to deal with? Vigil, Live, Fixated, Deja Vu, Vigil, 5 moves ahead, Dramaturgy, Resurgence, Do No Harm, Bond, Deja Vu, Windows. We'll make it. Sprint Burst, Vigil. Wow, they really wanted to bring meta. Don't get me wrong, I wouldn't have dodged that fade. But I would have absolutely... Ah, yes. The game has an issue with starting up, and I get penalized for 3 minutes, basically. But yeah, so as I was saying... So, bot problems all throughout Discord, and unfortunately it's one of those things of... It was bound to happen eventually. You get onto any place, you know, YouTube... has all those, like, half-naked girl bots that act like real people and will copy other people's comments and whatnot. Which is, A, not just cringy, but also kind of just disgusting, I'm not gonna lie. And I don't mean that in the way of, like, oh, women are disgusting. I think it's just one of those things of, like, why do you have to take a half-naked girl and make it a thing? Like, that's just, ugh. Heck, I know Twitch has had that issue where I've had accounts that I definitely have reported before because they were bot accounts. Twitch doesn't ban all of them, unfortunately, but they did ban a good chunk of them. Which is at least good. Any amount of bot accounts being terminated is excellent. But they always act the same, too, with the Twitch ones. Because you'll pop in, and it'll be someone that's got relatively low amount of viewers, like, and relatively low amount of followers, like lower than I have. Like sub 100 generally. Heck, I'd say even sub 75 usually. Because after about 75, I stopped getting them. Aside of like once. And I had that one banned by Twitch, and I banned that one manually myself. But when I was like sub 75, closer to sub 50, I got a whole bunch of them that were like, oh, you know, how are you? You know, hope your day's going well. It starts out, you know, acting like a regular person, and then turns into, oh yeah, by the way, you know, I noticed your channel's new. Do you know, I do art. Would you like to see some of my thing there? And it's like AI generated slop that they took from someone else, AI generated over it, and added either no little watermark of their own or put their username as a watermark afterwards. But you can clearly tell, like even just reverse image searching it, even Google's like, yeah, this is AI generated version of someone else's artwork, and it shows the original piece. And they're like, oh, we can work something out, and then they will bother you in DMs. Like, I've slapped a lot of them down in the server as well. That or when it was basically just me in the server, I'd literally just bait them and see how long they'd stay in the server, acting like I was interested, but I just didn't have the money to do anything. Eventually, they'd all leave on their own, because they aren't getting any bites with me. I'm not offering them any money. And if they're busy with me, that's time that they're not spending on someone else. Because even if they got a couple of those bots going, that's at least, even if it's a bot, like even if it's not a person there doing it there, even if it's a bot that's talking, like an automated chatbot type of thing, that's at least an automated chatbot that's not talking to someone else. Alive by Night Dark. I like that one. Taking a screenshot of that one, that's pretty good. For context, I have a sub thing on my end of, now what's it called? Basically, it's a whole bunch of things for really funny usernames that I liked. Or just like really weird ones that I've seen. Like the kind of username that's like Wesker's Thong type of username. And yes, I say that because it's an actual username I have in my repertoire, from what I've seen. Let me go over a couple. There's a couple of them I just can't say, because they're that not great. But we have like Crinkle My Cactus, Booty Creep Cheek Freak. We have the Wraith's Bell. That one's a good one. I like that one. I have one that I can't say because it is a slur in the username. I got the guy banned when I reported him afterwards. Uber Sweat Tourney. It's a Shade. Can't say those. Can't say that one. One of the ones I had from when I was doing 2v8, we had a trapper that was just called Stop Resisting. Can't say that one, can't say that one, can't say that one. I Bark for Chris and I Bark for Leon. We're both in the same squad together, and they were both playing their respective characters. A few other really good ones. And again, this isn't like me throwing shade towards those people. I just found it was really amusing. I just like collecting. I do the same thing for Warframe, where if I see a really good user, like I remember one of my favorite ones I've seen was I've had 7 DUIs was a guy's username. Like that's a pretty good username. That in the fashion, I've seen a couple. It wasn't a username, but what inspired me is there's a guy's pet that was named Varuna's Feet Pics. I'm like, yeah, there's enough unhinged stuff on this that I could probably just take a whole bunch of photos and reminisce on some of the funny usernames I've seen. Also, side note, I've had within yesterday, or with playing a little bit last night, today, and a few days ago, I've had one baked, can't remember. One. Okay, I'm just gonna kick this. I don't mind, because I think it's like the best of the group. It is the most balanced. Oh shoot. Alright. Free hit. You do realize that Dead Hard doesn't work on that, right? Or is that just a weird animation? Yeah, I'm not surprised on that. And now I just run you down. I heard something nearby. Nope, it might have been went. Discordance would have been really good here. Yeah, I'm not surprised on that one. Are you serious? Alright, he's gonna get that. He's gonna get that in a second, so I might as well punch him. Oh shoot, I didn't have any poison. Yeah, fun fact for you, buddy. That whip goes over your body first. It hits you first rather than... Nice, nice, nice. We can interrupt that. Get her out of the way. You're right here. Are we all having a party? Like, are we seriously all just going to have a party right here? Nice. Good job. They're probably gonna pop that gen in a second, but I at least got some good pressure on it. I'm lucky I might be able to go back and interrupt it. Alright, he goes down for that. That's fine. That's two people on hook then. On really close by hooks. We just go for Shane now. And he's down for the count. Okay, he's got decisive strike. I should have waited to go ahead and pick him up for a moment. Sucks for me because I don't have a kill now, but it's fine. Because she basically just gave herself up for that, which I can at least get some value with. She's either healing herself or she's healing someone else. She's healing herself. There's Shane right there. That's actually great. Okay, he's going over to this spot. I really wish I had my poison bottle still. Oh, thank you for destroying that. You don't have a more there. And because of that, okay. Thank you. Kindly. Okay, I mean, if you want to get yourselves injured. He's dead now. Like, all you did was buy him a little bit of time to get killed again. And now he dies for sure. Like, all you did was go ahead and give me an easy time. Which I appreciate, for the record. Because now all of you are injured. Again, more or less. That, or you had to go ahead and use some resources to, or time to get rid of it. What I will do, though, is if I can get a poison bottle, anyone's on death hook besides Yuichi. Yuichi's not going to be able to do anything at this point. DS would have deactivated. So, what'll happen is, if I see Yuichi, he just goes down. If I see... I don't know if I heard him or not, that's why I want to be quiet for a moment. Yeah, I see her. The plan there is... I'm not getting... The plan there is apparently get thrown. I'm not stupid, I can hit the generator. I will drop chase to kick that gen because that's more valuable to me right now. Because I can see outlines of people. Let's do business. Surprise! I'm going to kick that one, but I know they're on the other side of the map right now. Yep. I'll take the loss of a chase for a moment. Because I know I can see the scratch mark still. Worst case, they get her off. Like, they really... No, we're gonna keep her on the ground. Actually, no, she's worked on stuff, so she's dead. Because even if she had DS... That one's chasing, they're both on the opposite side of the map. Like the serotonin injector, I would use it right here. One time I actually wish I had it. Punch him. Give myself a little bit of time. Head inside. Go around. I know who the other one is. She's going back to this one. Is she in the basement? She did. Wow. Well, pseudo basement. Looks like a basement. Alright, Yuichi's right here. Wow, he's not been dropping that pallet. He needs to. Yeah, it's over for you. I'm just gonna go ahead and punch you. And now I can walk you down. So what I can do here is I can just whip you twice. Or if it's been a while, I can just punch you. Which I actually will at this point. So to be fair, that sprint bar is really cutting down on your travel time. Back on the ground with you. And blame your teammate for that one. If you want the match to be over, then don't have her heal you. What are you trying to do? Well, I know he's in the opposite corner, so I can just go ahead. You're going to teabag me and then die on the corner. I mean, even if she went off and offed herself, I knew where you were. So it's over. I'm not in the mercy business right now. Because you haven't done anything to warrant it. Otherwise, I might have given you Hatch. But... yeah, that was definitely... what is that, group of 3 then? The last guy? Yeah, I feel significantly less bad. Yeah, 3 P100s. I don't feel bad. Never mind. We have Resurgence, Lithe, Vigil, 5 moves ahead. So we just had full meta. Distortion, Autodidact, Deja Vu, Potential Energy. I can respect it. Not the most meta stuff there is. I can respect that one on Yuichi. Exponential, Iron Will, Stakeout, Deja Vu. No Stakeout, Hyper Focus. I can respect that a little bit more too. Unbreakable, Lithe, Decisive Strike, Borrowed Time. Okay. Borrowed Time's not as meta. Because we have that put into our stuff now. But, for survivors, but... still got 2 very nasty things. 2 second chance perks on you. I gotta remember the fact that if a survivor's been hooked, unless I saw them go on a generator or heal someone or heal themselves, I gotta remember the fact that if I think they might have Decisive Strike, I should Poison Bottle my feet, because if they Decisive Strike me, they're still just gonna get run down. It basically forces them to either just take the hit, or if they're in a death case, they're gonna have to Decisive Strike anyway, and I just run them down in about 5 seconds, 10 seconds. Really, it's not gonna let them get far. Yeah, I need to do that more though, because that would help some of my chases. It'll be fair again, considering I'm not doing it, and I'm doing fine. Well, don't think I need it. As I said, I've been doing quite fine without poison bottles. Though, to be fair, that's the only thing you get as killer, realistically, outside of being able to use the portals. And the fact that you can still get... Like, I've had Lightborn on. So I had one match off-stream where I was playing Knight, and I had a full flashlight squad. And I still... When we got down to the last thing where dessert was out, because it was down to 1v1, I shut the hatch. I pulled Lightborn, despite having Lightborn. It's a little funny that you can get it, but a little annoying, too, considering it's a 1 in 3. Like, it would have been nice if you got... I mean, the undetectable's actually nice. 5% haste on killer would have been nice as opposed to 3%. I think that's not that big of a stretch that you can actually afford to do it. Like, I don't think it's that big of an issue. Because either you were getting out at that point, or Timmy too, like either 3% haste was going to get you either way. You were going down even without it. As Timmy 2-tap, or you were gonna be fine. Like 5% haste is either gonna be fine, even if it was like a, I don't know. I don't think it was that big an issue, personally. But again, that might just be a me thing. Oh no, instead of like Lightborn, I would have liked something that... I mean, I do like the flashlight at least. That's good. But I'm like, I don't know, what else would have been a good option? There's probably something out there. To be fair, being put on the spot like that, well, I'm putting myself on the spot technically, but, you know, trying to come up with something on the spot, it's a little bit harder than it sounds. Because I'm not going to say anything ridiculous, like, oh, go ahead and just give a survivor an immediate hook stage or something. I don't know, to be fair, you could, well, I was going to say, injure survivor would be a little too strong. To be fair, could be that your next attack inflicts broken, or like mangled on the opponent. Like your next M1 inflicts like broken or thing there. Or even oblivious. Like survivors get oblivious for 10 seconds or something like that. I don't understand how it would work as much to make sense, but... Well, I know it's Nemesis for sure now. I was gonna say, if he's gonna dash off, I'm just gonna go ahead. I know they were over on that one. Get that snipe. That beautiful snipe. Alright, leave me back over to this guy. Alright, I don't have time to deal with that. I'm gonna have to hit. This map isn't the best, I will say. Just because of how big it is. Yeah, I was gonna say that, and the fact that like that sprint burst one is really annoying. So people say, oh, that's the weakest one. I don't think it's the weakest one. I think the portals is because the killer actually gets something to do. Like, this is what I'm talking about, though. Like, that's... Being able to basically get a free Blight Dash is incredibly strong. Thank you for wasting your time. So now you go down. If I hear anyone coming, I'm just gonna punch the side then. We got one right there, two, oh, one right here, one right here. Should have actually whipped here instead of... She's still gonna... That's not gonna help you. And that sprint burst that you would get from... I also misaimed that. Trying to aim through. Oh. Please tell me that poison cloud's still there. Okay, that's fine. I still break the pallet. But yeah, this map, this is a really, really coordinated group of survivors. If I'm taking a loss, it's definitely going to be here. This map, this group. And unfortunately, as people have kind of said before, even some of the best Go players have just straight up said, yeah, no, if you have a really, really good group of survivors, bad map, and like even if they aren't using the meals, if they can at least make really good use of, like at least not sitting table, like if they can still make really good use of their stuff, you basically can't do much as killer, unfortunately. Now I'd love to get myself to tier 3, but that M1 hit is way too vital at this point. Are you serious? No, you're going back down. This is what I was talking about. Like, they know how to... They clearly know what they're doing. Which, again, isn't a bad thing. I do enjoy a challenge, but... Like, this is rough, man. Really hurts too. Don't know where she went. I don't have time to check. Ducking's not gonna help you at that point. I hate to break it to you. Alright, we go slug game. Alright, I hit that. Sable's there. I actually will hook Sable. Just because of the fact she's gonna have time to get up at this point. Yeah, there's two of them right there that were coming in to save. That actually buys me time because the fact that both of them had to get off now. He's 100% back on that gen. Yep, I called it too. That little rat wants to be on that one. Hold on, something that I thought was a survivor hiding behind. Wow, I did not hit him somehow. Okay, how is that not hitting me? Okay, I need to deal with him. Got him! Oh, that felt so satisfying. He ran right into it. Okay, one. She's working on a gen. So we're gonna come around this way. We cut off escape routes. You went dead hard? Are you serious? I guess we're at a deep wound at least. Okay, here's the thing. I just focused Felix down. Fortunately, I can't really do that now, but... They really want this gen. On God. You're gone. Okay. You're going to the basement. It's one kill. Finally got something. They've been really working at it. That sucks. I really have to get Sable here. Hit this gen. Are you serious? You've got to be kidding me. Again, I would have loved to have my 2 poison bottles right here. Gonna put on this hook. I might be able to at least draw the game. Considering I've been able to pull this back some. Yeah, they're getting that gen. There's no way I get that in time. So I already knew it was pretty close to begin with. She's going to get Sable. Good, 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 good. They just threw the zombie. I know where they are now. I go for Sable. I at least lock a 2-kill in. Oh, that's perfect. We at least draw the game. Yeah, I worked for that. I'll work my ass off for that. Okay, yeah, they got the other one there. Yeah, I'm fine with them getting both out. Considering how rough that match was, I at least draw the game. We've not had a loss yet, and not for a while either. I probably should have left her on the ground slug, but I just could not risk it. We're gonna live forever fixated. 5% adrenaline, windows, life resilience, sprint burst, resilience, prove thyself, deja vu. We're gonna look for dead hard iron, well made for this. Well, Albans, I appreciate the lurk, thank you. You missed it. I had the hardest Nemi game I've had in a while. I at least drew the game. I got the equivalent of 3 kills with the amount of hooks, so I'm very happy. Considering how hard that match was, because on Crotus Pren, on Nemesis, with a bunch of people with meta perks, honestly, I'm fine with how that turned out. I got 2 of them at least. Like, I said, I worked for that, considering we had them popping out of the woodworks and doing this, that, in the kitchen sink. So, we take it. Listen, I've been playing a lot of Nemesis matches recently. It's been really fun to play him, all things considered. Very fun killer. You wouldn't expect it on first glance. The walking testicle is actually pretty good. Like, the fact that the worst I've gotten in this event beyond, like, my first 3 matches has been a draw. And I've had, what, 3 draws, I think? 4 draws this entire event. After my first 3 matches where I actually started understanding stuff. First 5 matches, somewhere around there. Like, it was good enough that I actually went on a, it was like a 7 or 8 round streak of nothing but 4 kills. Like, no hatch escapes, no nothing. So, we take it. Thank you as well for the lurk, I appreciate. Now, you don't need to apologize for work, and I get the fact that you gotta do stuff with your life. I'm never gonna be the kind of person that's like, you need to be focusing strictly on my stream, this time, this hour, doing this thing. I know I say it in a dramatic voice, but it's kind of the reason. It's kind of for emphasis. But you get the point. Like, you gotta do something else in the background. I appreciate you for even just popping in to begin with. For however long, whether it be for a minute, 5 minutes, the entire stream, however. I wish the queue times weren't 3 minutes, though. What I'm surprised about, considering how the event is. Alright, we'll see. We got 3... Well, no, that's not 3 medkits. That's toolbox, 2 medkits, flashlight. Okay. Alan, my beloved. I like that one, too. I'll add that one in. See, if I wasn't waiting to get Judgment for 9k shards when she drops immediately, unless they do something weird like give her 12,500, if we get to that point, oh my god, because I think 4,500 is still a lot of shards for killers. 9,000 is ridiculous. That's why I picked up Singularity on sale. Because the fact he's only 4,500 at that point. But I'm like, Judgment's coming next month. Like a month and like 2 weeks from now, roughly. So I want her, so I'm not spending the shards fully. I'm like, I'll probably get 1 kill or more. Because I do have 2,500 spare, easily. And I don't think I'm getting 1,500, I don't think I'm getting, not 1,500, I don't think I'm getting 1,900 shards before the event's over. Like, as nice as that would be, I just don't have it, like, I'd have to play the game day and night, the entire, actually, I'd have to play it 24 hours, today and tomorrow, And even then, I don't think... How... What is with the lack of portal ones? I actually like the portal one. I think it's the most balanced of the group. Like, I think it's definitely the most balanced. Okay. That's not gonna help you. No, the one time I don't ready up the tentacle immediately, she goes for it then. Okay. I would have liked a bit tier 2 by now. But honestly, I can make this work. Fortunately, that zombie whip isn't going to be useful, plus that zombie helps guard. So... I'm sorry, but what the hell was that? Are we seriously unhooking her? Right in front of me. Oh, she's lucky on that one. Wow, she got very lucky on that one too, that it didn't hit her. V, I'm not afraid. Even if I couldn't punch you right here, like I'd still try to punch you, and you'd probably wait by there to tentacle strike, or from the thing there, and I tentacle strike you. Like the outcome would have been the same either way. Poison this. I don't really like poisoning it as much because it's not as valuable, but. You go into there, I'm just... Okay, you're just gonna do that repeatedly at Shaq. I'm just not gonna bother. I'm not stupid. I could just do that because you got greedy. Great job. If she comes back around for it, I will be prepared. Like I said, I came prepared. No, just over here. Alright, skip through. Nice, slipped through the pallet right there too. I don't know if I actually could have gotten pallet hit from that. It'd be funny if I could. Luckily I don't have to find out. Thank you. That gen, they're healing her. Kick it now. Good smart up pick on her end. Should have moved that. Oh, it's even better than actually punching her. There's a thing there because I actually break the pallet now and I can pick her up. She's been hooked once, so. God, think of the other V. I was like, did I hook a V already? Okay, that's fine. Still got someone hooked. Oh. Okay, well I don't know where the other one's going. But I know where this one is, so I'm just gonna focus her down. Go. She gets that one back up. I'm just. Where are you going to go? You have nowhere to go. That's actually quite fine. Worst case, anti-cam pops, and if she does, then I'll just grab her myself. Thank you. See, that didn't work out very well, did it, for you? And you go down too. This is why we don't body block while injured. Like, seriously, use your brain, please. Because what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wait you out and then just kill you. Like, I get you trying to body block for your teammate. What's going to happen is you're going to get hooked. And realistically, I can probably just punch around you anyway and move in a way that's going to go ahead and make things annoying for you. Okay, I know that one's right here, the flashlight. Tori. She's gonna be a little sporadic, so I just gotta flick around. So I can aim the tentacle with a little bit of flicking as well. And I do have a hitbox for what looks about maybe 1 to 2 seconds afterwards. So I've gotten some very quick flicks with it too. She's trying to bring me to the corner. Nope, she got greedy. Even then, I would have got. Okay. Oh my god, you're kidding me. Alright. Pick up. Yep, we do that in case she has DS. Because if she has DS, then she can get out for free, but she'll get poisoned. I thought I heard someone. Really? Are we really doing this? And the zombie got you too. So she's in deep wound. So none of that matters. To be fair, leave it to the same person who made the same mistake twice. Oh my god, she just misplayed. Oh no, that's not the other one. One's right there. Your Tori's gone. Because what happens here is I just go in. Yep, just wait for her to toss the pallet, because she inevitably will. They always do. V's going this one. All I gotta do is run V down. She jumps through that. She's in a bad day. Nice. Good job, zombie. Again, you need to stop making the same mistakes. I can just go ahead and punish you. Alright, she's on the other side of the map. I gotta check for DS on her, doesn't matter. She's over by that gen. There's a chance I intercept. I have to go straight to her. She just give up? Nope, she's on there. Doesn't matter, it's over. Goodbye. I should have gone ahead and kicked the flashlight more. Or not kick the flashlight, kick the generator 2 more. Once I saw she was right there, because there's one nearby that I could have kicked. Because there's no hatch nearby. It would have been fine, too. No, never mind. That gave me max points. Never mind. That covers me. I was gonna say it was... Ah! We're complaining! I love it when people complain. Thank you. Don't blame me. Blame your teammates for being stupid. I'm assuming you were the V that I ended up getting close to. Your teammates came by and led me right over to you. I'm going to go ahead and punish them, especially when one of them wants to go ahead and body block with the invulnerability. I'm not stupid. I don't know if you think I am. I'm going to play to my advantage. My best strategy is going ahead and denying them the opportunity to pick you up. Don't complain at me. You're playing Survivor. You're trying to win. I'm playing Killer. I'm trying to win. Like, I really don't care if you complain. I'm going to play the same way regardless. Especially in the most Survivor-sided event in DBD's history. You had literal invincibility and infinite pallets. You do not get to complain. And if you try, I really don't care. I do enough to respond, but like you get what I mean. Like, I'm playing freaking Nemesis. I'm not playing Blight, I'm not playing Nurse, I'm not playing Ghoul. I'm playing Nemesis. I'm not playing Knight, who can cheese the event as easily with his guards bypassing you. I easily could. I have before, it's really fun. Okay, what is that supposed to mean? Like, what is that supposed to mean, man? Like, what does that mean in this context? Have you not heard of wanting to be anonymous before? It's not that I'm ugly, I just prefer being anonymous. You're just upset. You're going out and insulting me right now because you're upset you lost and you died. I get it, it sucks. But this is a PvP game. You came in as Survivor knowing very well that you are very gonna... Like, there's a very likely potential that you could die. You queued up for Survivor. I queued up for Killer knowing the fact that I could get a bully squad or I could have a really rough match, or something. Do not bitch at me. And barring that, when you don't get your way, do not try to insult me. Because the only thing you're doing is making yourself look like a clown. And I say that in the nicest way I can. Like, I get it. Dying sucks. Losing sucks. You know, that goes for regardless of the side of the coin that you're playing. It sucks. But that's not an excuse to act like a jackass in the endgame chat. Or in the lobby, even. Not even the lobby, like go into someone's chat while they're streaming and act like a jackass. Like, you're better than that. I know you are. And if it's that big of a deal to you, please take a few minutes for yourself, calm down, relax, and if you need to take a break from DBD. I'm not going to be the kind of person that's like, oh, don't play DBD during the thing there. But if it's getting you that worked up, take a 5-minute break, 10-minute, 15-minute break from DBD. Take a moment to relax. Clear your head yourself, so that way you go into your next match without a bunch of spite on your mind. And go from there. Because again, I know you're better than that. Heck, that's why I'm playing Nemesis right now. Turns out that he's actually really chill to play during this event. A lot less sweaty than playing Knight. And some of the other characters like playing aren't really viable during this event, like Freddy and Spirit. Turns out Nemesis is actually pretty decent to play during this event, so I'm playing him. I'm having a blast. I encourage you to find your Nemesis equivalent. Even if you don't play Killer. Find your Nemesis equivalent, find your perk selection that you like. You know, enjoy yourself. Oh my god, how many of these... Have we gotten to the point where we're like 20... I think we're at 20 plus matches without a big cannon bird at this point. At least 15 of them. Maybe 20. Believe me, there's gonna be some hard-fought matches where you win, some where you lose. But at the end, it's not that deep. Like, you shouldn't be insulting people and making assumptions about their appearance just because you lost a match. That says a lot more about you than it does about me. Now then, I'm not gonna waste my time on this any further. Good day to you. If you'd like to linger and chat, feel free. But if you do, all I ask is that you at least try to be a decent person. Ooh, she really fumbled that. I was gonna say, she tosses that. Would have actually loved if she dropped, not on me, but beforehand, because I could have gone ahead and tossed that with a break. Because I would have been at tier 2, could have whipped that then. It's been a lot more effective. Okay, one of them is in the basement. Two of them might be in the basement, actually. I'm going to kick this real quick. I'd love to whip him, but higher priority is actually just getting that damage off. Again, very easy to... So I hit tier 2. We're in a good spot. Sir, I'm going to kindly ask. Wow, okay. That sucks, oh well. Thank you for my tier 2. And since your poison's about to run out, I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Well, that's not bad for me, because... See that? Like, I'm not about to miss 3 dozen times. Is Quan seriously back there again? He is. I knew it. Oh wow, that was a lot closer than I would like to do. Get rid of that. I'm gonna drop Chase right here to get this. He's hiding around the rock, he is. Again, I would have loved to have Whipped here, but if he's gonna go ahead and give me that amazing of an opportunity to, I'm just gonna hit him. Buddy, you do know there's hooks down there, right? If there's a hook down here with your name on it right now. He went back up to it. Again, he's really trying to gremlin it, it looks like. Okay, I don't have a spare hook, so you're getting slugged. Nothing personal. Do we have another person come down at this point? Okay. Look, are we seriously just gonna have a slug party down here because all of you want to go ahead and go to the same spot? Andy's right here. Andy's right here. It's over. Like, what, how do you explain this? I would try to grab one of them, but barring that, I genuinely... Nope, I'm gonna have to. There's no one close enough. Unfortunately, I kind of just have to bleed them out, unless Dwight offs himself. Which I feel bad about. Like, this I do actually feel bad about, but like, there's no hooks nearby. I'm not throwing the game when I assuredly have a thing there. Like, at this point, the most I can do is wait for Dwight to off himself. And I'm not gonna have a chance to pick up anyone there. I guess in the meantime, let me go break some stuff. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna be getting a lot of points in the sacrifice category because people are bleeding out left, right, and center, but... Like, what do you want me to do? I'm not gonna throw the game by trying to pick one of them up, and then they all pick each other up. Like, I'm not stupid. Like, Alan Wake's at least smart that he bought. This is one of those cases I'd actually argue botting is perfectly fine. And if they want to give me some dirty words at the end of the game like the last guy did, look, Dwight could have offed himself. Because I would have been able to hook people a lot sooner. I'm not trying to keep you there, but I'm also not going to throw. Like, it makes no sense for me to go ahead and pick any of you up unless I'm going to hook. And I know you don't have Unbreakable because you would have used it already. So unless, like, one of you wants to be really nice and move to a hook for me. Thank you, Dwight. I appreciate it, man. Because it's just like, I just don't have anywhere to hook you. I can't really do anything about that. That's not my fault. Like, it's not like I'm intentionally trying to I mean, I am trying to intentionally slug and pleat you out, but, like, you get my point. Like, I'm not doing it maliciously. I don't have any hooks nearby. Okay, I don't know where... I'm just gonna have to bleed you out because I don't know where this hook is. And I don't know if I'll have enough time to actually get to it. Has it even regen... No, that's all the way across the map. Not all the way across the map. All the way across the room. It also just still hasn't repaired itself. Okay, it has. For you. She's gonna bleed out. Alan Wake's gonna get hooked and die. I could have moried, but as I said, I'm fully expecting some salt at the end of the game. On one hand, I wouldn't blame them fully for that, but like at the same time, y'all came downstairs to the worst spot imaginable where there's one hook. What do they have? Out of curiosity. We're gonna live forever, bond, lithe, prove thyself. Empathetic connection. Like, does he not realize? Or it's like, doesn't negate the fact that just because, like, slugging isn't against the rules either. Like, it's a strategy. None of you had Unbreakable. Therefore, I win. What is this man trying to say? Like, he's trying to gaslight? Is he trying to gaslight me? Like, we can literally go up there. Because I said, GG, sorry I just slug a ton. And this man goes, you can't say I didn't slug when you did. I didn't say I didn't slug. Like, when in this did I not say that I slugged? Like, the first thing I said was sorry for slugging. Anyway, do no harm, we'll make it. Botany knowledge, empathetic connection, another Wigleth. That connection, kindred, shoulder the burden, of course. What, I'm assuming he's insulting me by saying that. But like, if he can't read, like nowhere did I say that I didn't slug. And he's like, oh, just hook us. Buddy, there's no hooks nearby. I can't hook you if there's no hooks. I would have loved to. This game could have ended faster for all of us. But I'm not going to pick you up when there are no hooks nearby. So I can't go ahead and end the game. I'm not going to throw my victory away. I won. None of you had Unbreakable. I'm not going to ask you when you get to the exit to go ahead. You know, you get to you get down to all your gens, and you get to the exit gate. I'm not going to ask you to go off the exit gate and let me hook you. You're asking the equivalent of that. I'm not going to go ahead. Like in that same scenario, I'm going to go open the exit gate still and leave. I'm not going to go ahead and let you hook me. I might let you get a hit off on me. Unless it's like a 2-1, like unless it's 2v8 and there's both killers nearby. Or it's a ghost face that's trying to mark me. In that case, I will just leave. Because I'm not risking that. Because at that point, you're taking advantage of my generosity. But, like, I don't understand his thought process there. He wants to get mad at me for slugging. But they all got slugged downstairs in the temple where there's one hook. And basement was all the way on the other side of the map. And he got out of there, and I hooked him basically immediately once I saw him. So he's got proof right there that I'm not intentionally maliciously slugging. Like, I'm slugging to win the game because I don't have any hooks nearby, and I'm not going to throw by picking up a survivor, carrying him up the temple, and then at the center, he goes ahead and breaks free, unhooks, or gets the other two up, and then unhooks the bot, and now I'm in a really bad scenario. I'm not stupid. Like, why do these people think I am? It's having a strategy. Wait a second. Gotta text Coffee about this. Mind you, that match could have gone way quicker if the Dwight had just struggled. About time! Oh my god, about time. Not the best map for... To be fair, actually, the portals here are really good because the fact that I can do it super easily. I'm just gonna take the immediate punch on her. It's more efficient. Because we already have someone injured now. But like, see, in a situation like that, I don't understand the complaint. Because if you're going to go ahead and not move to a... I mean, that guy did move to a hook. But like, he had... He had more than enough opportunity to play intelligently. I had a pretty good idea where she was. Fortunately, it was a really good spot to actually break me off at. That shit, okay. Don't you dare greed that boy. So you got that, but you go down for it. Unfortunately, it's my first hook now. That's fine. Like I will say, I have missed the big commember more than I thought I would. I mean, the item rainfall sucks, but just having access to portals around the map as a low mobility killer is such an insane thing. Punch the zombie, unfortunately. I knew I saw scratch marks. I could hear him breathe. I'm like, where the hell? Hey man, bye man. Now it'd be really fun if the killer got invisible. The hell is this? Did he have nearby? Okay, this is gonna be a rough match. I can sense it already. But I don't mind at least having the commember. Like, it's been a long while since I've had one. Someone over here. Cut her off. Okay, she's just gonna go through the portal. He's gonna go. Hey, girly. Yeah, that cuts off that window loop right there. No, that's not gonna help you. That will, though. Going to kick this. You drop down. Oh my god, zombie, can you get out of the way, please? actually being a nuisance more than anything. Stop with your stupid flashlight. You're not gonna help it. I mean, actually, I appreciate you doing the stupid flashlight, to be honest. It makes things a lot easier for me. It has like one downside though. I'm gonna poison that because I know they've been putting plates on it. Yeah, they're smart. They're gonna do that. Okay, I'm gonna poison it. If I move over to this one. Number one is. Yep, I can hit you over that. Get out of my way. Okay. That's not gonna help you. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and kill you. I do like this guy's name as being indecisive. So now if he's got decisive strike, he's cooked. Alright, he's gone. Move back over towards Rick because there's a chance that someone will be coming to get him. No, surprisingly not. All of you having infinite flashlights will not help you. Like, I don't know how to break it to you any simpler. It ain't gonna help. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. No. The answer to that is just strictly no. You're not going to be doing that. Yeah, sorry, I was gonna say, unfortunately, between some of the plays that were going on, between your teammates going ahead and switching out, like, I mean, I'm sure you've probably seen a little bit there at this point. I'm not gonna go ahead and let that slide. Especially if everyone's suddenly getting flashlights and the thing. Honestly, I do like this one the most, though, out of all of the bonuses, I will say. It is the most fun to play with. But if everyone's gonna start hook trading, and they're gonna unhook you right in front of me, I'm just gonna either hit them if they're wounded and hook them, or barring that, I'm going to chase you down. They gotta learn that their actions have consequences. Unfortunately, that means if I have to kill you, I gotta kill you in the process. To be fair, I still would have, but you get what I mean. Like, I have no qualms with trying to be nice when it's warranted, but in a situation like this, I'm going to start taking people out, and I'm not going to be merciful, especially when you have a ton of flashlights, and everyone's going ahead and making the pile. Though, to be fair, you at least aren't, I was going to say, if it makes you feel any better, you aren't the last group that I played against that got, one of them got really mad that I slugged all of them when they all went down in the same spot and there were no hooks on Temple of Purgation because they were all in the little basement area. Not like the basement, but like the under of the temple, the basement of the temple. So I appreciate you being decent about that, rather than coming to complain at me. I heard that. Those other things that I'm glad I played a lot of Spirit. He went in that portal. Most likely. At the very moment I can interrupt this. Well, interrupt, damage it at least. That said, that invisibility really hard counters my build. It is like the one thing I'm not upset about not having it. But the fact that I've gone like 20 games without having the invisibility is... Man, it feels weird getting it back. Again, I just like it for the portals, honestly. Nemesis really likes the portals. Someone went over to this one recently because that zombie's been whipped. Or not whipped, blinded. I actually didn't hear if she went invisible or not. Yep. Yeah, I can hit you over that stone, and I will. Or if you try to go for that pallet. I was trying to go ahead and... I'm just gonna break that. Because I heard you there too. I knew you were nearby. And I was actually going to whip that pallet. There we go. Okay, that heals her. So this group actually knows what they're doing with the stuff, which is, I was gonna say not unusual, but I've actually, I think a lot of people have been suddenly making use of the meals. And I don't just mean for the actual effects, I mean like actually moving the group boost. I've not been having a ton of that today. I'm suddenly having a lot of that today, rather, but not most other days. That's what I'm trying to say. She's gonna get invisibility. Other one's gotta be here by somewhere. There's no reason for me to pick her up because she'll off herself. That zombie's chasing, which means that she's gotta be in that vicinity. No, that's not in chase anymore. She could be. If she is, then she got away from the line of sight of the zombie. I'm trying to listen. Because she could go in for the invisibility. I know I've had people do the invincibility. I'm hearing generator sounds in my head. Alright, she's got unbreakable. Yeah, no, we don't do that. I can hit you over that. And I will hit you over it. Alright. Not anywhere nearby. Because nowhere to hide didn't proc on her. Nope, found the other one. Nice! Does she not realize I can whip over the car too? Okay. Still aggressing. Look, this goes one of two ways. Wow, I missed that. That's embarrassing. Okay. So what happens here is I'm just gonna put you here. Basement hook would be better, but like you're not gonna be. That makes sense. And I know you're by that pallet somewhere. You couldn't have gotten too far. By that I mean you actually have plenty of time to start crawling. She got herself unhooked? She got lucky with it? Or did she have deliverance? Or did the other girl get herself up? Well, it doesn't change things. I'm going to just kill you. Well, that's funny as shit. Actually, I shouldn't even pick you up. I should put you down. Go for the other one. I'll find out where one of them is momentarily. Hopefully it's not Lori. I don't see R on either of them. Okay, it would help if you didn't go ahead and start crawling around like a lunatic. Because then I might actually find you, and we can end this game. So again, I have no reason to go ahead and pick you up. I'm pretty sure the Lori dies slower to bleed out. Okay, she's around the corner. She moved over to the corner. She went all the way into the furthest corner she could. Nope. She's going there. I'm just gonna go kill Lori. And unless basement is exactly right there. Oh, wait. Yeah, it's over. She has to either crawl to the corner and die, or... I'm gonna get myself a free piece of food before I do. Honestly, got popped in. I feel a lot better for because he ain't in this. He ain't in that crap show. He got out quick. He got the quick way out. I do like his username though. I That is a good username. I'll be screenshotting that and adding it to my collection. Had some good usernames today. That's Rick. Why am I screenshotting Rick? Excellent. Alright, what we have? Unbreakable, Second Wind, Distortion, Poised. Ooh, for each generation, this goes on for 8 seconds, so you no scratch for 30. If you're not broken, you hooked, you gain broken. If you are not downed, you get instantly healed. Interesting. Honestly, outside of Unbreakable, not that meta. I can respect the Lita's build. Wigglyth. Okay, so all meta on you. Saboteur. I can't respect Rick for that reason. Alone. Lithe. Boil over. Windows. Ah yes, Guide Killer. Champion of Light. Vigil. Fixated. Sprint Burst. Okay, pretty standard meta build then with Flashlight. Not too bad though. Not too bad time either, only 2 minutes. Well, let's try to at least get a few more points in Nemesis. So in the meantime, I've gotten Warframe to a better state. It's still a little jittery here and there. So there might be a spike here and there where it's a little not great. I'm just gonna say straight up. But we will be doing it on Wednesday. I will say ahead of time, we will be doing Warframe on Wednesday. I got it into a functional enough state where I was testing it. Where like I was in some of the call with the guys last night. We were playing. We did Profit Taker, which I was stuttering really badly the first time we did it. Then we went ahead and did a couple rounds. And then with some tinkering on my end, did it again, a little better. Did it again, a little better. Until we're in a semi-decent state now. We're in a good spot. Like I said, we will be doing Warframe on Wednesday. That has been confirmed. We are still in a good spot. I was concerned it might be a little jittery. If it is, bear with me. But it is at least better than it was in comparison to last week. I still got a new Profit Taker Articular. I mean, I have one already, but like, let's be real here. That's not like, not that we don't need any. Like, I'm happy to get one. It's never not useful. I'm gonna grab these two, and I'm gonna stop spending on this. I'm gonna stop spending points on Nemesis now. Again, I'd love to get him to like P5. I mean, the fact that in this event alone I've gotten to P5, nice. Also, I think I've finally broken over 1 million total blood points. Not enough to get a character to P100, but I know it's like 100 and what is it? 101 million, 110 million, somewhere around there is the total amount that you need for your blood points for your character to rank him up to P100 from nothing to full. Oh, I finally got another TTV. Surprised we haven't had any. We had a couple last time. Not any this time. Oh, it's already up. Let's see if they're live. They are not. 69 followers as of recording. Interesting. It's just one of those things of, like, even if I don't think I'm ever going to be interacting with the person afterwards, it is neat just to do a quick search, see how well they're doing on their end for their stream journey, see if they're live or not. If I wasn't live, maybe I'd pop in and say hi if they were. But if I'm live during stream, I'm not going to pop into their chat and say hi. Not just because of the fact if I do, they're going to start making accusations potentially. Another big camera, but I'm not going to complain about that. I've seen plenty of horror stories involving that. One of them is... Yeah, I knew you had to be somewhere. Oh, that's even better for me. Thank you. I was actually trying to go ahead and do the thing, but like, this is great. I will manually smash that pallet. I would have liked to got a weapon, but I'm also not going to. All three of them are in the same spot. Okay, there's no reason for me not to just go to them then. Ooh, we got a snipe on one. I bet you she went back through that portal. That is the one downside, is if they're actually popping meals, it's going to be absolutely abysmal to try to... Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and punch you. Again, it's gonna be one of those things. I gotta play Nemesis weird, but at the same time, you're the one making me play Nemesis weird where I can't whip you. Which actually you guys kind of probably want. I mean, obviously the vaccine's there, but like... me whipping you means I'm in a position where... Did I get that out already? If not, break that out. Go back over to there. Nope, not resurgence. She had the I think straight too. Going to kick this one. That zombie's on someone. Okay. Nice flashbang. Fortunately, my reflexes are a little better than yours. I knew that was going to be a good idea to come around the other side because the zombie was going to be there. Got over there. Oh, the zombie actually took the hit for her. She's been up long enough that she doesn't decisive strike anymore. Hello, streamer. Bye, streamer. Did you seriously get back on to greet this gen? Sable's up top. Yeah, I saw that. You're not slick with it, Sable. another one over here. Oh, Sable's right over here too. Well, I got no reason not to just go after Sable. Like, let's be real here. Zombie going. Zombie nimble, zombie quick. Okay, they're going into lockers a lot more. I'm gonna need to start inspecting that. Okay, I at least infected her. Which is major. She's going over there. Thank you. Your greed will have you punished. Okay. Gotcha, I knew there had to be someone nearby. Okay, that's fine. One of you gets picked up, one of you's not. And one of you's, the one that's up is infected, so... Okay, you're using house as a main way to get over stuff. Are we serious? You know, I don't miss the big camembert as much anymore. Becky, where are we going? It's the graveyard. It's not gonna help you. My best bet, yep, I was gonna say my best bet is to actually... Oh, she's poisoned. Yeah, I saw that coming, considering you went into there and I got body blocked for a moment. So at that point, I knew. We got one person over there. Ooh, it was close. Over here. She's gonna take that one. That's pretty obvious. Engage a little tomfoolery. Though I will say this map is actually pretty decent for the one, because if they're going through the portals on visible, get the invisibility, I can always just look and go, okay, where are the portals? Or where's the outlines of the stuff? Okay, she's over here. I don't know how much of a chance I'm gonna have. Okay, that's... She gets around, okay. You should be close. Okay, it's her. Oh, perfect. You go for her because she just got up for one. And then bam. No. Could you mind for like her sake? I know, I want you to kill me. I kinda can't. Like, Sable, can we speed this up, please? You're being a bit... Like, what are we doing? Like, where's the nearest hook? Okay, actually I might be able to make it over there. I can make that over there. Alright, no more for me, that's fine. Everyone gets hooked anyway. Everyone dies, doesn't make things different. I'm even gonna have a little slice of cake for it. Nemesis gets a little bit of cake for his reward. I don't know what kind of cake Nemesis would actually like, but... You know, it's the thought that counts. What did I get up to? Very close. What the? What the? Is Van being this way because he's offline, or is he always that way, is my question. He had a BNP and socket swivels. Banquet toolbox. Prove thyself. Teamwork full circuit. Teamwork soft spoken. Deja vu. Autodidact. Quick and quiet. Head on. Flashbang. Quick and quiet. Built to last. Inner strength. Head on. Spine chill. Windows. Reassurance. Deception. I'm gonna double check, make sure he's offline. I thought he was, but like, now I gotta double check for certain. So I'm like, is this just a thing where he's gonna be rude? Oh, he is offline. He is in fact offline. Wild. Alright, let me pull this back up for stream. You know, at the very least, if you're gonna complain at me for a bit. Ooh, we're almost done actually. We can get this one done. 5 minutes total, it's not that hard. But like, either complain at me, or say GG and leave. Like, either or, please. Or just leave straight up without saying anything. Like, why do you gotta go in and say no? Well, not like it matters. As I said, I don't know if it's just how he is normally, or if he was just frustrated because he got slugged at the end to ensure the 4 kill on my end. But... Oh, we should have enough time for 1 to 2 more matches for today's stream, so we'll see. Again, not a single loss yet today, or on Saturday. I'm very surprised. We had 1 draw, but Nemesis is still rampaging through the event. And because that 1 draw was against a really coordinated squad, and they were using their stuff pretty well. And it was on a rough map for me anyway, so... Like, we take a draw. I'm really curious what my kill rate is with Nemesis from what I can last see. Let me go check, because it should update by now. Not with the stuff from today, but the stuff from last stream. Nemesis is already number 7 on there. Oh my god, my kill rate's 85% already. And it's only going up. Okay, it doesn't really matter too much because it's just a number and it's gonna go up and down. But I think it's just funny as shit. One in 8 survivors gets to live. Like 3 in 20. A little over 1 in 8. It's like, I mean, it's almost evenly 3 in 20. It's 85.12. Yeah, mind you, for comparison's sake, Knight and Spirit are my next best 2 killers. And they're about 65% for kill rate. Nemesis is a full 20% ahead of them. I would say the one good thing about this event is that it's taught me really well how to play against survivors bringing a bunch of shenaniganry. And that is one thing that I'm very happy with about the event. Despite how survivor-sided it is, it's good killer practice. Two flashies, 2 medkits. Honestly, the flashies aren't the worst thing to deal with. Because I'm already picking up people against walls and as much anyway, and I'm generally getting enough to go off of that I can check my vicinity. And again, I am stupid strong at loops. Basically, my issue is that I have a weak... Like, I'm really, really good, especially when I actually start snowballing with my whip. It's tier 2. I become really good at pallets. And I become really good anywhere around me. Provided that there's not a wall to protect you. But somewhere a lot farther out, I'm a lot weaker. Though I do get a little bit of intel to compensate. Which is nice. Like, he feels very... Nemesis feels pretty balanced, all things considered. He's not perfect. Like, I wish that I could hit the survivor and break the pallet at the same time. Even if it was like an add-on for it. I'd use it. But... outside of that, that's like my only gripe I have with Nemesis. The fact that it's something so minor. And I'm still not going to complain because it takes priority hitting the survivor. Because 95% of the time, that's going to be good. Like, we had one instance where it actually was better I didn't hit the survivor, and I was glad I hit the pallet. At the same time... Oh my god, we got so many of these, and then we're going to suddenly get Bakeham and burn out the behind for everything. I'm not blind. You want to convince me that I am, you gotta do better than that. Your gaslighting skills will work. Take that. Really, I can hit you over that car. I hope you realize. I just unfortunately don't have the range to fully do so right now. Even through crouching, that's not going to save you. Like, I don't know if you're aware. There we go. That's what I want to see. wasted more time with her than I'd like. But at the same time, I got up to tier 2. I got the tier 2, and that's the vital one. Alright. Playtime's over. Ace, do you think I'm stupid? Now I don't have champion. Now I know you have champion of light as well. Okay, she's seriously moving back to the same spot as before. Okay, I was gonna say. If she was moving back to the same spot as before. One's over there. She's over at Shack. Hit this, so I get more value out of it. You might not know I can see him. But he will know in a moment. Yeah, that's gonna prioritize you, buddy. Oh, no one popping out of the woodwork suddenly. Surprising. Isn't that? Going to whip that pallet. We finally got one down with 3 with 3 hooks. With, like, I see one right here. He's sneaking around. Okay. Hey, you wanna go up? You wanna get in my face? I can go ahead and play around that. And this, I actually have a poison bottle that I can punish you with. I actually should have let you drop it first, because I would have broken the pallet afterwards. Say what you like, but you ain't getting mercy just because. Around here somewhere. This ain't gonna save you. She's not here. You know I can still hit you from that. Okay. Well, I don't need to, there's only one. Yeah, I still hit you over that. I guess you don't know. Honestly, it's probably my favorite thing about Nemesis that I can just slap you over a pallet. Oh, it's the guy I wanted to see too. That's a boon. Nice, that's actually not going to save him at all now. Oh, he barely misses that. Okay. Your little friend is not getting away, Ada. And now I know where you are. Because you decided to expose yourself to me. I'll make sure she's not any of these lockers. Alright, I need to start getting these gens. I do have a 3 gen. They haven't broken. I knew she was close. Even if they do break it, I'm still in a good spot. Thank you. Not even gonna try. Understandable. Have a nice day. I need Deerstalker to proc. I think she's gonna have the least chase time, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Like, I could have seen that a mile away. I've basically not seen her all game. Until she decided to expose herself to me. And, like, here's the thing. I can just get my poison bottles more and more, and I have this good 3 gen here. Plus the other one's not far off from me. Oh. Yeah, that's not gonna help you. Ducking's not gonna help you. Like, that initial hit, I mean, it might help you against, like, the follow-up. I hit on that. Yeah, Ada doesn't get very far. And now I've got a lot of poison bottles. Ooh, it's over. I know Ada's by the movie theater. Or don't movie theater pizza, yeah. She's right there. Even if she tries to off herself, try to give Ada a chance. Ada doesn't have a chance. Hey, for one, I have Deerstalker, and this is where it's really good. For 2, I know where I dropped her, and she has basically nowhere she can go outside of towards me or into the building further. And she's not going to go towards me. Oh, wow. She was going towards a hatch spawn, that's why. The bathroom had a hatch spawn. None of them brought anything there. Maybe she just knew. It's very possible. Mythos, Resilience, Windows, Hope, Windows, Boon, Shadow Step, Small Game Live. Champion of Light, Live, Finesse, Resilience, Hope, Resilience, Windows, Kindred. We had so many of the same perks. We had 3 Resilience, 2 Hope, 2 Windows, 3 Windows actually. Dang. Excellent, we got this done. And now I've got the max glyph for this one. Got 2, 3, 4, 5. Hook survivors in the basement. I can try that. Unless I see a better perk. Let me check if there's any good ones that I want. That's Trickster. It's 9, 10. Jump 7. That one's a survivor only. So if our hook or generators are completed, I can do this one. I need to do community. I don't have time to deal with that though, not in this event. Yeah, I'll take this one, I guess. I'm more likely to find a glyph just passing by, and I should have enough time that I can take 2 seconds for it to spawn if I get really close to it. Like, I will find out. As long as I'm not in chase, I'll pick it up. We're not carrying someone, obviously. Side note, we went to this little pizzeria place that opened up, like, not a pizzeria, like a little Italian place that opened up recently. Their food was really good. I got leftovers, took a small bite, maybe some muted obvious. I'm not gonna have you guys hear me chewing. Taking a sip of water I can understand, but chewing's a no. So, I got, I don't know anyone about this, but I got Gnocchi Caprese, or Gnocchi Caprese. Basically, it's gnocchi, which is like little potato dumplings. It's basically like potato pasta, essentially, shaped into like pillow dumpling shapes, little small ones. And it had fresh basil, house-made tomato sauce, and fresh sliced mozzarella on it, like fresh thinly sliced mozzarella that melted onto it. And they were generous with the mozzarella and the basil as well. So it wasn't just primarily tomato and gnocchi. And they had a lot of gnocchi in there too. There's a ton of sauce, but that's kind of to be expected with that. And even then, the sauce was pretty good too. But yeah, I had that. I went out with my family for that one. Papa Croc had a lemon chicken piccata with angel hair pasta that had like lemon sauce and capers in it. And then sister, not little sister, but not little Croc, but specifically my other sister, Sister Croc over here, had a linguine bolognese. I think it's linguine bolognese. Yeah, I think it was the long noodles. Yes, it's linguine. And it was like a nice rosé vodka sauce for it too. She said it was really good. Honestly, it looked really good. I'm not even that big of a meat person outside of like chili and chicken, pretty much. And like a little bit of pepperoni. That's about it for meats on me. I really don't like meat. So I'm like 1 to 2 steps off from a vegetarian, basically. Basically a proletarian. Plus the chicken pepperoni, or plus the pepperoni and the thing there. Which, yes, the proletarian is a real thing. Which is why he specifically used the word here. It's basically a vegetarian who eats chicken. The same way that you have a pescatarian. Well, not just chicken, but they eat bird, essentially. So like turkey, chicken, like some kind of like fowl. Fowl in the case of F-O-W-L rather than F-O-U-L. You get fowl as a bird, like peafowl. I 'Cause, 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 ' full foul. I've heard it pronounced foul, it's what I'm used to on my end. Ooh, it's a decent amount of points even still. Alright, well, if I get the Freddy Fazbear Pizza, I know that the bathroom has a hatch spawn. To be fair, I think I've had it happen before. But now I'm consciously aware of it. Honestly, I should probably start marking down where hatch spawns are. And like looking into those more. Because if I know where all the hatch spawns are, I can start checking in exact spots for them. Because they're always in set spots. Like I said, the bathroom's gonna be there. Yamaoka Estate, okay. Because it's either gonna be like basement, side of shack, you know, stuff like that. Alright, we're going up this way. If I can not get stuck on that. Thank you. Okay. Ooh, barely missed him. I know what the other one is, but again, I got this guy injured. Ooh, you're in shack too. Yeah, that's not gonna help you. I still got you at the tip of it. Is Disable's name Brazilian Miku, essentially? You just noticed that. Okay, not the hook I wanted, but like, it's a good hook. Still a good hook. I don't know what that one's going on. I'm gonna go for this hook, or this gen right here. Excellent, that's what I wanted to see. Thank you. Okay, I got one down, but... Not surprised. They have to get out of basement, though. Which is still gonna cost them time. V, are you serious? She gets a free get out of jail free card like nothing. We're getting you first. I didn't know she was gonna try to pop by. That's what I want to do. It's not gonna help you. But I know all of you are right here. Thank you. Oh, we got the other one up here too. Here we go. Yeah, I can hit you through that. hit this. We got a second hook out of that. She finally got up. Wow, he barely got it. Okay, I barely missed him, but honestly, this is the guy that I want because he's got stuff on him. He's got hook states already. Are you going to make the same mistake twice? Wow, I went to do for a long punch. Okay. Let's end this. Okay. Not gonna prioritize him. He's a low priority. Which I'd actually like him to be gone. She's got life for sure. She doesn't make that much distance without it. If I see it down to 2 gens, I'm gonna start playing more aggressively. Alright, V wants to get herself killed. Because she's gonna be right there. And all I gotta do is catch her. Stalking my... Okay, that's why. Good. I might have to lose a generator, but I will get her out. That's gonna be way more valuable. That also tells me she's around for the save. Yeah, I called that was gonna happen. Piss off. Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and start slugging all of you. If we want to do this, I'm just going to slug all of you. Simple as. Okay. Where she is. Look, we got 3 of them though. Going to hit this. That sucks though, the Sabo. I couldn't block it, but to be fair, it's basically impossible to block it twice if she's not injured already. Wow, that somehow missed. Nope. We know that Sable now has Saboteur. So we're going to go ahead and treat that accordingly. I'm actually going to interrupt this guy, because he won't have a teammate to help him. Oh, is that V? Oh my god, it is V. Orbital strike? Ooh, almost. Like, not even that far. I don't have time to deal with this. I need to get V up. I've got 2 hooks, so even if they do somehow manage to stab both one, because Sable's there, they ain't getting both. Oh, okay, so this is how this is gonna be. So we got a scum squad. Look, I can't fault them for playing smart on one hand, but on the other hand... Oh, that poison is useful. I actually need that. I don't know if I'm going to be getting a ton of kills now. I think I can draw the game at least. And this is where I just start slugging. Because if they're just gonna start saboing repeatedly... Yeah, not so good now, is it? Get off of her. Yeah, she's gone. What do you think about that, huh? There goes one of your little buddies. I don't have time to deal with this. She's going on that gen. Or he is. Seconds to grab this in hopes that it's... Okay, undetectable's good too. Which I should probably hook Sable first. You're right here. So... Oh, you're in the basement. Did you recently get out of the basement, or were you still in there? No, I think you got out of the basement when you started hearing me coming. Let's try to find over. Yeah, you're not in there. Alright, they're heading back over to... Yep, save him. Which is fine, I now have someone else. And again, all I gotta do is just start slugging. Because it turns out you can't sabo if you're on the ground. Was that... Did he get the cake for endurance, or maybe that was... That's another thing too, sir. I think endurance is crazy on this. He's not gonna get super far, even if he does. I just do that.
Oh! Ow!
He's gone now. I at least draw the game. That's the big thing. I at least draw the game. Yep, one of them's on here. Here I go slugging. Need to make sure Sable's not on it. We're hiding nearby. Where the other one is. Or Yui, whatever one was. I think this is Yui. Yeah, Yui. Girl, I will not be denied my third kill. Even if Sable somehow gets out. Your little Sabo squad will not be enough to stop me. At least partial anyway. Partial Sabo. Alright, pick your choice. Actually, I don't even pick you up. I accept I'm gonna lose Sable most likely. And I hook you. Because here's the thing, I can just camp you now. Ten out of 12 hooks, we take it. Considering how annoying that game was, I could have gone ahead. Good way to end things off. What we have, yeah. One of them just straight up had a Sabo box with them in the form of the toolbox. Unbreakable, Decisive Strike, Saboteur, Lithe. So this was just full second chance perks. Saboteur and Lithe. So 2 second chance, Saboteur, Lithe. Yeah, that's not gonna help her. I'm glad I got her out. She does not deserve to get out for that. Champion Light, another Decisive Strike. 3DS, Shoulder the Burden, 2 dead hard, 2 Lithes, 1 Unbreakable. Oh my god, these people were stacked. And I still got a 3 kill. Yeah, if they had not, you know, it was 3 people hunters too. But if they had not, if we've been not playing the event, I would have curb stomped them for sure, because they got as far as they did because they were able to do the mass heal. Given one or two of them did have resurgence, which would have definitely helped in some cases, but yeah, no, definitely that made a difference. That made a definite difference on their end, and that probably contributed to Sable getting out, honestly. Even if it somehow didn't, which again I'm doubtful on, even if it somehow didn't, well, I still got 3 of them, and Sable was in a bad position. And I already knew I wasn't catching her because I don't have any exit perks. If I had, like, no way out or something like that, I could have definitely gotten her. Also, I don't know if we're getting 7 or both 6.5 million in 2 days. Like, I've done 80 of them. This at least we have better odds for, and even then, you're still requiring well, no, I was gonna say, you'll have a full day extra where you won't have Survivor shenaniganry with the Black Banquet. So, well, we're walking out with 1.5 million, basically. I'll pop it on tomorrow and get my last little bits. And then I'll maybe play another match or 2 off stream. Again, I want to at least have 1 million on hand. And I'm going to try to keep that money, because I don't really have any survivors. I'll pick up a killer, and I'll slowly feed him organically, but whenever we get to Judgment, I want to have 1 million straight up for Judgment immediately for those perks. So, just in case they're any good on other survivors, or any other killers, so we'll see. That said, I will be wrapping things up here. We had a pretty good stream, all things considered. Again, the worst we had was like 1 or 2 matches with 2 escapes. So we haven't lost a single match as Nemesis in a while at this point. And this is with everything stacked against us. We'd be doing so much better if I had a full even playing field. And I don't. And we're at 85% plus. So, we take it. As I said, I'll be back on Wednesday for Warframe Wednesday. Take care, Halflings. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll see you all next stream. Bye-bye.